Hi guys, having difficulty getting started today because somebody wants some attention. So we'll get going here when he's done demanding love. Hi everybody, time for some chest opening, energizing yoga today. Sound like a plan? I thought so too. Nice, easy, open space. You need a band or a strap if you so that you can use it to stretch your hammies. I have one more sip of cappuccino here, so I will be energized. There we go. And I think Montag and Cheddar are out and about. Of course they are. So we have our yoga cat mascot today. We will leave him right there. So it'll be just like our pals are here. So, all right, are you ready to go ahead and clear your mind and energize yourself for the rest of the day? Let's get going. Hands on those knees, lift up tall, eyes closed. A nice, long, straight spinal column, right? Always thinking about that posture. So lift up tall, close those eyes, and let us breathe deeply. Move that breath through the body. And just find your intention for today. Deep breath, centering yourself. Continue with that, and let's just gently loosen up that head and neck. Roll that head around. Be gentle, be easy. Good. Roll that head the other way. And lift yourself right back up to the top. Nice and tall. Easy scoop of the shoulders forward and up. Inhale up. And exhale down. Let's do one shoulder at a time. Moving one shoulder. Inhale up and exhale down. And the other side. Inhale and exhale. Take a couple of those. Forward and back. Lovely. Take those hands, press those guys right on down into the mat. Just push down so that we can lift up long. We've got a little bit of pressure on those hands. We've taken a little bit of weight out of those hips. We can lift up those ears to the sky, right? So we've taken off some of the pressure there in that mid back, right? Right there along that lumbar curve. So really kind of simulating a little bit of traction here. Lift up those ears to the sky. Take a breath. And rest. Go ahead and let the full weight of that body come back down into those hips. Let's go ahead and scoop ourselves over to the side here. We've got a nice long reach through the side body. Send your energy out through those fingertips. And we are going to rotate here. So then let's just flatten out that spine. Reach those fingertips forward. It's as if we're trying to hinge here with that flat back over that knee. Reach, reach. I've got my one hand here on the floor for a little bit of support. Reach longer. And float that hand to the floor and roll your nose to your knee. Good, good. Walk your hands in, roll that spine up. I'm still rotated here to that one side, so let's take that a little bit further and just rotate around. Look over the shoulder. and we'll come right back to the center. Good. Lift it up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and scoop over to the other side. Give it a nice long reach. Ground those hips onto that mat. The longer we hang out here, the more you can dip over. Good. Then we're going to find that rotation. So I'm going to extend my body here over and beyond that knee. Lengthen. Reach long. Reach, reach. Float that hand to the floor and just round it down. Good, good. Walk it up. We're still rotated here, so let's just rotate a little bit further. Look over that shoulder. And come on, back to the center. Very nice. Take those hands, reach those guys around behind you. I'm gonna go ahead and park mine here on my lower back and just squeeze those elbows together. Open up that chest, lift up that chin. Deep breath. Inhale here, expand that chest. And exhale, release. Slide those hands to those knees. Wiggle out that body. Fantastic. And then we're gonna scoop those arms out and up to the sky. So we can bring those hands together, maybe interlace those fingers and reach up. So our trunk rotation, before we start that, push the shoulders down and let's just make some little circles around here, around the body. And you can make these progressively larger or not. You make everything work for you, right? Come on around. As you hinge forward, see if you can't work to keep that back flat and straight. Maybe you can open up that chest as you come on around to the back. Very nice. Reverse that direction. Maybe small at first, maybe getting a little larger as you continue around. Lovely. Back up to the top, push those shoulders down. Go ahead and bring those arms out to the side. Reach out into our 5-pointed star, half of it anyway. Bend the elbows, open up that chest. Go ahead and bend the elbows down a little bit further down than those shoulders and try to squeeze those elbows and those shoulders back. We'll go ahead and reach up once again, extend everything up to the sky. And bend those elbows. Come on down into a nice little W here as we squeeze everything back. Open up that chest. Fantastic. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend. Open, open, open. And lovely. Reach those arms out to the side and lower down. Good. Wiggle out that upper body. Feeling a little bit more open, hopefully. Park those feet on the floor, lift those ears to the sky, and we are going to come back and we're going to find our balance. I was going to rotate to the side, but not now. So go ahead and lift those feet off the floor. Find your center, holding here. Good, good. Excellent. We're going to make our way out into boat or Navasana. Reach the arms forward and stretch those legs out. Hey, buddy. Good. Maybe those boat arms can reach out to the side. Those boat arms can come on up and out and forward and release. Very nice. Lift up tall, straight spine, right? Then we'll just turn that head to the side. Good, good. And the other side. Very nice. Back to the center. And since we are here, let's go ahead and drop the chin to the chest. Round forward and drop your nose closer to those knees. You can feel that nice stretch through that back. So just drop down and breathe. And then scoop it, roll it, and lift it. Lovely. Take both legs over to the side, right there in mermaid. And we're just gonna give it one more rotation. So rotate yourself on around to the right. Maybe with this right hand, you can reach all the way around and maybe grab those left toes back there as you rotate and twist. Lovely. Come on back around. Same thing other side. So let's just bring those legs over to that other mermaid position. Lift tall, rotate on around. Take that left hand back, reach back for those left toes, and just give it a good twist. And lovely. Come on around, untangle everything, and let us roll down onto your backs today, but with control. So maybe grab a hold of those legs or those shins or thighs, whatever's best for you. Let's find that balance, and we're gonna take your time trying to leave these feet lifted off the mat, chin to the chest. See if you can't round and roll and release to the bottom without touching those toes to the mat. We'll see how that goes, right? Control everything. Take your time. Easy peasy. Nice. Once you're nice and flat, hug those knees in towards the chest. And then we're gonna let those knees flop open, reach down, grab those ankles, and just pull everything in. Very nice. Good. Hang on to those ankles. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, curl it up, engage the core, nose up towards those knees, those feet rather. Good. Hug it up. Then we're going to grab the toes and roll down into dead bug. Push that tailbone down towards the mat. Find your arrow pose. Bend the left knee, stretch out the right leg. Trying not to tip over to the right. And we'll swap it. Other side. Lovely. Back to the center where we'll just release those toes, draw those knees in, and then we're going to set those feet on the floor. One at a time, settle it down here. Take those hands, park those guys right on the mat so we can roll up into bridge. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, scoop up that tailbone. Lift up those hips right to the sky. There we go. So we are pushing those hips up, palms pressing down into the mat. Let's work through the feet, always with the breath. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, swap heels. So just take a couple of those. Inhale, lift one heel. Exhale, lift the other heel. Continue. We'll go ahead and lift up both heels, up, up, up. Press those hips up to the sky. Feel that bit of length through the front of the hips there. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, lift higher. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, roll yourself right on down to that mat. Come on down, lower the heels. Go ahead and send those arms out to the side T position. We're gonna duck walk those feet off the edges of your mat and let us flop those knees over to the right here. So again, another hip flexor stretch. Good. Those knees flop over. Good. And come on up through the center and just flop those knees to the other side. Roll that head, look away from those knees. And excellent. Knees come on up to the top. We'll go ahead and duck walk those feet back in. Scoop those arms down and around beside you. Wiggle everything out. Check out how everything is feeling. Always, always. And then we're going to go ahead and stretch out that left leg. We are ready to grab your strap or your band. There it is. And let us stretch out your right hand knee. So go ahead and loop it up. Push that right heel to the sky. Keep that right leg super straight. Let's just go ahead and melt into this stretch here. Nice. This, nice and lengthened. It is actually okay here to lock that knee as long as it's comfortable for you. That is a-okay. Good. Let's push that right heel further away from the body. Pull those right toes back towards your nose. Good. Melt a little bit more. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. And reach up. Take that strap into that right hand. Open that right leg out to the side. Push out through that right heel. There we go. Stretching, stretching. So in a moment, we're going to release into that nice through the hole pose. So take a breath here. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release that right leg. Stretch that right leg down and out along your mat before you bend it. Bending both knees, right ankle to that left quad, and find that position. Scoop it in. If you are feeling fancy, let's take your nose and lift it up to that knee. Hug it out. And roll it down. Release. Left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor. Take a breath. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale to soften. Good job, good job, good job. Let us do the other side. So, loop it up. Left leg, hammy stretch. There we go. Left leg straight, left foot flexed. Shoulders easy. release. Maybe melt just a little bit more here. Inhale, breath in. And exhale, breath out. Transfer that strap into that left hand. Open that left leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Heavy stretch too. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and release. Release that strap. Let's go ahead here. Left ankle, right quad. Find that through the whole pose. Pull it in. There we go. I know, I had that leather leg straightened out for that last stretch. Hopefully, however you did it, it was at least even, right? Good. Maybe pull that leg in just another millimeter or two, or if you are feeling fancified, up goes that nose towards that knee. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release. Untangle everything. Maybe here, just go ahead and cross those ankles and let's rock a little side to side. So see if you can't make it a big rock, bigger than normal, right? We can kind of get a little bit of pressure there into the outside of those hips. Feels nice. Good, good. Excellent. Back to the center. Untangle. Reach on around, grab a thigh, and up we go to the top. No problem. Lovely. Let's go ahead and stretch those legs right on out in front of you here. Nice. And we're going to give them a little wiggle. There we go. So that they're loose. And then we're going to find our Dandasana, but keep those legs loose. Lift up, ears to the sky. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. You are long through that spine. And we're just going to go ahead and release back. Push those hands down into the floor. Let's work here with the breath. You can angle those fingers out if that's more cozy. Just to lift one leg at a time. So maybe inhale and exhale. Can you bend the knee? Of course you can. Inhale and exhale. Take a few of those. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. You can continue with that, or if you are feeling fancy, take that breath, lift up into reverse plank, and same thing. Inhale and exhale. Take a couple of them. Whichever variation works for you is good. When you're ready, hips come down to the mat. We lift up tall and we're going to take a nice full forward seated bend. So inhale up and exhale, hinge. Before we scoop ourselves up to the top, nice and long, wiggle out those legs, wiggle out that upper body, and let us flip over here to your hands and knees. There. So we're here on all fours, hands underneath the shoulders. We're just going to get some movement through that thoracic spine into the midsection. So there's lots of movement there. We're just going to use our cat and cow pose. So go ahead and round up into your cat pose.
A nice bit of roundness. Look down at that belly button. And then let's go ahead and inhale, bend the elbows, tuck that chin, and then lift it forward and up. Drop the belly button to the floor, big arch in that spine, right? Excellent, nice bit of flexion there. And then we're gonna go ahead and scoop and round up into our cat. And then come on back down into cow. So just take a few of those. Feel that large range of movement through your spine. Take a few more. And then as you're ready, go ahead and come on back to a nice neutral spine position. Excellent, excellent. So we're gonna work here with the breath. I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna step them forward, just a wee little bit, maybe a half of a step. And we're gonna inhale, come forward, right? Here we are, we're in a nice plank position, but our knees are on the mat. And then we're gonna exhale and press back into Vinyasa, coming all the way down. So a little bit like our cat and cow, same movement, right? Inhale, come forward, drop the hips, squeeze your tummy. Exhale, press into Vinyasa. Take a couple of them, moving and breathing. And then as you're ready, go ahead and come on back to our hands and knees position. Very nice. So once you are here, let's go ahead and tuck up those toes. I'm gonna step my hands back so they're now definitely underneath my shoulders. Once you have tucked up those toes, we can just lift ourselves up into down dog. And then we can wiggle out that down dog by walking the dog. Good. Weight comes to both feet. Push those hips up to the sky. Push your head back beyond those elbows. Fantastic. Good. From down dog, come forward into plank. And then today we're going to drop the knees to the mat, release the toes, tighten up your hind parts, and move into up dog. There. Lovely. Many backwards bends today. These are very energizing. So yeah, you'll be ready for whatever the rest of your day is about to throw at you. Feel that stretch through the core, push the shoulders down, hind parts are tight. And then we lift up the hips, tuck the toes, lift the knee, down dog. Excellent, excellent. Nice. Bend the knees, and from here you can either walk the feet forward or you can give it just a little hop. Hop or walk, your choice. Slide those hands up onto those shins. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, nose to the shins, soften the knees. Take your time, round and roll to standing. Head comes up, shoulders up and back. Inhale up and exhale down. Lovely. Standing tall, lift it nice and long. Good. We're right here in our mountain pose, and we can go ahead and lift those toes off the floor. Find your center. Balance here. And excellent. Take those arms out and up to the sky.
We're gonna bring those hands together, interlace them, and remember that nice seated trunk rotation we did. Same thing, only right here in a little standing half moon position. So let's make those circles around in that first direction, whichever direction that is for you. And we'll just kind of swirl it around here. You can make these progressively larger, perhaps. As you're ready, opposite direction. And we will come back up to the top, reach out through those fingertips, and then press those arms down beside you. Nice. Wiggle out that upper body. Everything feeling strong and lifted. In fact, let's go ahead and lift your toes off the mat. Lift those guys up. Float those guys down. And excellent. So, more energy, more balancing. Right foot up towards the front of your mat. Left foot, big step back, as much of a step as you would like here. So we've got that wide open space. We're gonna float those arms out nice and long, as if we are headed out towards our archer. But today, actually, let's go ahead and bend the elbows, bring those hands back here behind your head. So that's gonna make you open up that chest, trying to squeeze those elbows back behind you and open here and lift. Right? Now we'll sink into that front knee, sink into that right knee, and let's vinyasa this. So come on down, drop it over, push that left elbow to the sky, and lift up. All here in our archer. Here we go. Come on down, exhale down, and inhale lift. Take a couple of them, squeeze those elbows back. So we're getting a stretch into that left oblique. Stabilizing, balancing, opening the chest. And maybe waking up that right quad. Very nice. Let's stay up. Let's float those arms out. Maybe we can sink a little further into that right knee, and then maybe just lift up the heel here. Lift up the heel, drop back, reverse warrior. Fabulous. Out we go. Drop that right heel. Now, let's go ahead and rotate on around. Scoop the arms down and up. There's our warrior. Our shoulders are down, we are nice and stable. We can sink into that front knee, that right knee a little bit more. Find your balance. Lift that left heel off the floor. So here's our warrior, our crescent lunge, but we're balancing. And if you are feeling fancy today, we're gonna take a breath, inhale here, and push up together. Reach up, look up, lift up, and press the air down beside you. Good. Come on around to the front, wiggle everything out. That was a big step, working that right quad. Let's go ahead and work the left guy now. So, big step out, nice wide position, excellent. Up tall. As always, if we're able to draw that line between your front heel, and then it's gonna hit back there in the midsection of that foot that's behind. We're gonna float those arms out, nice and long, open the chest, and then we bring those hands here behind your head. So again, elbows back, chest open, standing tall. Sink into that front knee. Find your center and then begin. Come on down. Exhale and inhale. Breathing and moving. Floating those arms out as you're ready. Lots of extension here. Lift the front heel, that left heel if you can. And maybe we find our reverse warrior. Slide that right hand down that right thigh. Look up, lift up, hinging back. And forward, left heel down. Rotation. Come on up, warrior. Balance. Maybe then lift that right heel, rotate. Here's our crescent lunge, shoulders down. You can give it a little backwards bend here if you like. We're gonna take a breath, push forward, press it up, reach tall, lifty, lifty. And down go those arms. Bring them on down beside you, wiggle everything out. And find your center once again. Stand tall, lift your ears, close your eyes, float your toes off the floor. Try not to grip that mat. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Good job. Float those hands to your heart at Namaste. Excellent. I'm gonna rotate here to the side. Fantastic. We're gonna come down. We're gonna squat down into, in fact, actually bring your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. We're gonna come on down into Garland Pose, and then we're gonna lift your heels off the floor. So inhale, breathe in, and exhale, come on down. Garland Pose, you wanna leave those heels on the floor. You come down into your Garland Pose, and then go ahead and lift up those heels. Come on down the rest of the way. If you're able to leave your heels on the floor the whole time, even in this position, that's great. Just means you've got some super long Achilles, and that's fabulous. And again, if you are feeling fancy today, and I'm pretty sure you are, let's go ahead and park your hands here on the floor. We're gonna make our way towards crow. So, no crow today for you. You stay right here, you find your balance. If you're feeling crowy, wide palms on that mat, coming forward. Let's maybe practice lifting one foot up off the floor at a time. And then if you're ready, you can certainly lift up both. Take your time, be patient, and just balance for another breath or two. And then we'll go ahead and release. Wherever you are, come on down, and let's have a seat on your hind parts. So sometimes your crow is really strong. Sometimes you're there for quite some time. Sometimes your balance isn't quite there. And either way, just remember, that changes. That changes depending on the day, how you're feeling, lots of things. But practicing and being patient with yourself, like everything, is very important. So let's take those legs. We're gonna duck walk, actually, let's go ahead and slide them right on out. We'll come on out into a wide seated ankle pose. You can send those legs out as far as you would like. Bring them forward. And we're gonna lift up tall, and we're gonna bring back that trunk rotation again. So inhale up, interlace those fingers and circle around. There we are. Trying to hinge forward with a nice straight spine. And then we will come on around in the opposite direction. Lovely. Up to the top. Bring those arms down. Bring those legs together. Wiggle them out. And then we're going to go ahead and come down onto your mats, onto your backs. Hug it down, knees into the chest. Rock a little bit here. Relax yourself in the center. Flop those arms out to the side, T position. Let's give it one more good spinal twist. So both knees flop to the right. Right hand presses down on that left thigh. Rotate your head to the left. We're going to go ahead and bring everything over to the opposite side. So knees to the left, left hand presses down, head turn to the right. Breathe here. Excellent. Untangle. Go ahead and come on back to the center. We're going to stretch yourselves out on your mat. Reach those legs out. Bring those arms here down beside you. And then for a moment, check in with your body. See what parts might need a little bit more stretching and lengthening. We're going to settle ourselves into this relaxed reclining position for Yoga Nidra. So you stay right here. I'm going to go ahead and come on up. So find your position for these easy, relaxing final moments. This is the most important part of your yoga session. Helps us to decompress and find that place where you can pull in all the benefits of our stretching and breathing. But not only is it the most important, but it's also very difficult, because quieting that mind and bringing ourselves to that place where we can relax, it's very challenging sometimes. So let us breathe in, and as you breathe out, let go of whatever it is that is bouncing around in your brain. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale, breath in. And exhale, soften the mind. Now we can work to just relax that body. So go ahead and melt your toes into the mat. Soften up through those lower legs. Letting go through your knees. Softening your thighs. And then exhaling through your trunk, your hips, your tummy, your glutes, your lower back. Relaxing through the core, the chest, the back, the shoulders. Go ahead and let that right arm just melt into the floor. And that left arm melts down as well. Relax. Relaxing the head and the neck. Being sure to soften up the features of the face. Letting go through the eyes, the ears, the nose. Relaxing the tension in the jaw. You might want to carefully turn the head from side to side if that feels good. And we'll settle ourselves here in the middle, wherever you are. With that body quiet, you can tune into your breath. And just feel that body breathe. Feel that chest rise. And feel that chest fall. And then from that breath, let's come inward to the mind. And just find that gentle space where you're always safe, warm, protected, and serene. Let's hang out here and enjoy a few moments of solitude. And slowly and carefully, go ahead and bring your focus back into your space and back into that breath. Deepen that breath. Inhale, breath in. And exhale, breath out. Good. Let's go ahead and move that breath through the body. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breath out. Deep, deep breath. Nice. You might want to wiggle out here a little bit. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Even stretch out or roll over. But of course, you are always more than welcome to stay just where you are. So you can come on up into a seated position or just stay in your little cozy space. But let's close your eyes and come inward for your final moment of quiet. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you for stretching and balancing and breathing with me today. You guys are fabulous. So as always, remember, go out into the world so that you can get your vitamin D, right? day outside from Mr. Sun. Get your vitamin D. Do remember to hydrate. And as always, these guys right here, go wash them. You guys take care, and I will see you all soon. Namaste. Hi guys, thanks so much for breathing and stretching and energizing with me today. Montag, of course, is here to remind you to go wash your paws, and also I had no idea that he was moonlighting and had his own company, apparently established in 1959 with his very own tagline. So please do, go wash your paws. Thanks, Jeannie. Bye-bye.